Attention, Madridista fans! Real Madrid has just shaken the foundations of European football with three bombshells all at once. First, the club is preparing a €100 million offer for a surprise midfield signing. Second, Vinicius Jr. is locked in an internal war with Florentino Perez over his contract renewal. And third, the new Xabi Alonso era kicks off with key player losses and a lightning-fast preseason. Before I give you all the details of these stories that could change the future of our club, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything about the biggest club in the world. Now, let's get to the news. Breaking news: Real Madrid prepares €100 million offer for surprise star. Yes, you heard that right. The merengue board is working behind the scenes to present Xabi Alonso with a spectacular gift, a high-profile reinforcement for the midfield. According to sources close to the club's leadership, Real Madrid is willing to invest around €100 million to secure a name that fits perfectly into the new coach's tactical philosophy. The two leading candidates are Argentine stars Enzo Fernandez, currently at Chelsea, and Alexis Mac Allister, of Liverpool. Both are World Cup winners with Argentina, young, versatile, and physically intense, ideal profiles for the modern, dynamic, and technical style that Xabi Alonso wants to implement at the Santiago Bernabéu. Fernandez is known for his ability to organize the game from deep, with accurate passing and excellent tactical vision. Mac Allister, meanwhile, excels at arriving in the box and reading the game, and he's already well adapted to top-level European football. Both are quality players who please the board and the coach alike. According to reports, Real Madrid has already made discreet contact and is waiting for a green light from the English clubs, who currently consider both players untouchable. But as we all know, when Florentino Perez gets involved, anything can happen. The club's strategy is clear: reinforce the midfield with a key piece that can contribute immediately while also looking to the future. The Real Madrid shirt carries weight, and the chance to be part of one of football's greatest legacies might be what convinces Enzo or Mac Allister. But what does this mean for the current squad? With Bellingham injured and Camavinga still recovering, the midfield is short-handed. Xabi Alonso needs top-level options to keep the team competitive and ensure a strong start to the season. Speaking of Bellingham, setbacks for Xabi Alonso: injuries complicate the start of the new merengue era. The 2025-26 preseason has officially started in Valdebebas, marking the beginning of Xabi Alonso's first full cycle in charge of the team. Although he already led the squad in the Club World Cup, this is his first time starting a season from the very beginning. However, the challenges have already begun. Jude Bellingham underwent surgery on his left shoulder after playing through pain for much of last season. Doctors estimate the English star will only return in early October. This means Xabi will have to find a worthy replacement for the opening rounds of La Liga. Another absence is Endrick. The young Brazilian is not yet fully fit and will not take part in the start of the season. This could open up an opportunity for Gonzalo Garcia, one of the Real Madrid Academy's brightest talents, who impressed at the last Club World Cup. Additionally, Camavinga, David Alaba, and Ferland Mendy are still recovering from injuries and are also expected to miss the opening match. Speaking of the opener, Real Madrid requested to postpone their La Liga debut against Osasuna, scheduled for August 19th. Despite Osasuna's support, the Spanish Federation denied the request. This means Xabi Alonso has only 15 days of preparation before the season officially kicks off. The only preseason friendly will be against WSG Tirol from Austria on August 12th. With a squad of 23 players and no new signings so far, Xabi Alonso will have to rely on all his creativity to get this new era off to a good start. But while the transfer market seems quiet, tension is building behind the scenes. Vinicius Jr. versus Florentino Perez. Contract renewal Cold War. The contract renewal of Vinicius Jr. is completely frozen. His current deal runs until June 2027, but talks to extend it are at a standstill. According to Spanish media, the main issue is his salary demands. Vinicius is asking for a salary of over €25 million net per season, a figure that would place him on the same pay level as Kylian Mbappé, the new face of the team. However, the board considers that amount excessive and is not willing to give in to pressure at this time. According to Cadena SER, the club prefers to wait and assess Vini's performance in the coming months before making a final decision. Last season was inconsistent, and the board wants to see more reliability before committing to one of the biggest salaries in the squad. Internally, there is concern about repeating past situations, like that of Sergio Ramos, who left after a long and exhausting contract dispute. Former defender Rafa Alcorta, now a pundit, recently said, "Vini shouldn't push too hard. We've already seen what happened with Ramos. It's not the time to pressure Florentino." His words reflect part of the board's view. Real Madrid is bigger than any player, and Vini's renewal must be handled carefully and without ultimatums. Still, the club acknowledges Vinicius' importance in the sporting project. But if the player doesn't deliver on the pitch, it will be hard to justify such a high renewal. And what if the renewal doesn't happen? Sources claim that Premier League clubs are already monitoring the situation. There are no official offers yet, but Vini's name is always on the radar. On the other hand, Xabi Alonso is moving forward, executing his plan. With the possibility of losing a key piece like Vinicius or not being able to count on him at his best, the coach wants reinforcements that offer tactical alternatives. That's why the focus is entirely on an elite midfielder, and the pursuit of Enzo or Mac Allister is heating up. And the fans? They're already dreaming of seeing one of these Argentine stars playing alongside Bellingham, Tchouaméni, and Valverde, forming one of the most talented and complete midfields in the world. Florentino Perez, as always, is staying quiet. But history shows that when the Madrid president moves behind the scenes, something big is about to happen. The coming weeks promise high drama in the market, both on and off the pitch. Real Madrid is entering a new era, with Xabi Alonso at the helm, Vinicius in a contract standoff, and a potential blockbuster signing on the way. And speaking of transfers, let's not forget, Real Madrid always acts with intelligence and strategic patience. Even as the transfer window enters its decisive phase, the club continues working discreetly. Sources close to the board say the planning is built around three key pillars: youth, versatility, and top-level experience. Enzo Fernandez and Alexis Mac Allister perfectly match those criteria, and it wouldn't be a surprise if a deal for one of them begins to take shape in the coming weeks. Additionally, it's worth noting that bringing in one of these names would create a domino effect within the squad. Players like Dani Ceballos and Arda Güler could see even less playing time, potentially opening the door to loans or departures. This would also directly affect the team's tactical dynamics, offering new combinations for Xabi Alonso. With a demanding calendar ahead, including La Liga, the Champions League, Copa del Rey, and the Club World Cup, Real Madrid knows it will need depth and balance across the roster. Every detail is being carefully analyzed, and the board wants to make sure Xabi has all the tools to lead the club to a historic season. So, Madridista, what do you think of all this? Would you renew Vini's contract for the amount he's asking? Which Argentine would you prefer to see in midfield, Enzo or Mac Allister? Drop your comment below, leave a like, and share this video to support the channel. Thank you so much for sticking with us, Madridista. See you in the next video with more hot updates from the greatest club in the world.